across Africa and around the world. This is Smart Mado Ajaja, the convener of Open Nigeria and Africa Unite, and the anchor of Nigeria Now. Global matters are rising. Good morning, Africa, in reggae at its best on ONN. It is a great day here at ONN, and precisely it is 1:22 a.m. Central Standard Time here in Houston, Texas. From the Legacy Studio, I broadcast this stream this morning. Is a breaking news. We don't want Nigeria's breakup. Unity is sacrosanct. Northern leaders, whether not northern lizards, I bet they are lizards, but they claim they are northern leaders. One President Donald Trump of the United States of America. What an insult. All right, their source of exploitation is about to be cut off. That is exactly what it is. Or divided. They don't want their business center to be affected. And now they are talking. But when terrorists are busy talking over cities, taking over cities, many of them are quiet. They are crazy. Yes. You know what? It is actually not the northern leaders. In fact, as far as I'm concerned, there's nothing like north in Nigeria. So when you talk about north in Nigeria, you are talking about the Fulani made north, not the geographical north, not the north that is north of Nigeria. It is a politicized and nepotistic north created by the Fulanis. And that is why in this broadcast, I am telling them, yes, the unity of Nigeria is great, but it will not be on Fulani elites' gunpoint. The unity of Nigeria is negotiated. And that is why we need a brand new constitution. Years after the expiration of the Amalgamation Treaty, yes, signed in 1914. That amalgamation treaty was to last for 100 years. And effectively in 2014, the amalgamation treaty died. And Nigeria became an illegal country. We are running, we've been running an illegal country since then. Illegal. This is not a joke. When a contract expires, so when you keep doing something on that contract, what I do, you are carrying out illegality. So Nigeria has been running on an illegal platform. That is why the country is falling apart. Yes, Nigeria is illegal. Yes, although I would say I'm Nigeria, but we are illegal because what brought the country together, the document signed in 1914, they call Amalgamation Treaty, expired 100 years after, and that was in 2014. And since 2014, we have been trying. We've been trying to do something to sit at a negotiation table to negotiate the future of Nigeria going forward from then. But some people didn't want it. Yes, they didn't want it. 2007, that was when they took up guns. Yeah, they picked up guns and started shooting up the country. And the people responsible for that is the Fulanis. The Fulani elites. And you know, funny thing, something funny about this whole thing. I know some people will be offended, but this is Nigeria. The Nigerian Fulanis are different from Fulanis in other places. They are different from the Fulanis in Guinea. They are different from the Fulanis in Senegal. They are different from the Fulanis elsewhere. These ones here are so violent, so savage, so inconsiderate, so insensitive, so inhumane. Yes, so disrespectful, so arrogant even in their ignorance. Yes, for some strange reason, I feel like They are driven by the same thing that drove the Boers who came to South Africa in 1652 off of a false prophecy that they picked up in Genesis to say that God gave them the land, African land in South Africa, 1652, when they came there. These people migrated into Nigeria, created a jihad in 1804, seized Hausa lands, dethroned all their kings, took over their thrones, took over their lands, took over everything from them, subjugated the people, you know what I mean? Reduced them to nothing. And these people are the majority. The Hausas are the majority. Even as we speak today, the Hausas constitute a whopping majority in Nigeria. 30%, nearly 30% of Nigeria's population is Hausas. But these Fulanis subjugated them to non-entities. They reduced them to barbers. You know, not just the modern barbers now. Barbers that use crude implements to barb. They reduced them to water fetchers. They reduced them to shoe shiners. They reduced them to tea makers. They reduced them to just beggars in their own land. Yes, since 1804. Today, this year makes it 222 years that the Hausa people have been living in the subjugation of the feudalistic Fulani oligarchy in the north. And at independence in 1960, they brought this obnoxious attitude into the Nigerian state, dragging the Hausas with them, holding them with the chains of religion. They are Muslims and brothers together, but they don't treat them well. They seized their microphone. The Hausas cannot speak. The Fulani oppressors, elitist Fulani oppressors, hold the microphone. They claim they speak for the Hausas, they speak for the North. So if you are a Nigerian who does not know the history of Nigeria, who doesn't understand what's taking place, you will think that they are truly Hausas. They speak the Hausa language. They took the Hausa language, like what France did in their colonies, that they call assimilation. Yes, there was this assimilation policy. Yes, these guys are sophisticated. A minority, their percentage in Nigeria is not up to 5%. But they found a way to hold Nigeria in captivity using the Hausa majority. Good only for them to win elections. Yes. Yes. So when they came to independence in 1960, I don't know what happened to the rest of Nigeria. They went to sleep. Bit by bit, they took over all of the country's strategic institutions, seized the army, seized the economy, seized everything. The people of Nigeria cannot raise their fingers. Once they raise their fingers, they roll out the soldiers to crush any opposition. So that is going to die now. That is what we want die now. We want it dead right now. We are the aboriginal owners of Nigeria. But why are we second-class citizens in our country? This is what is making them cry. This type of question that I'm asking now makes them sad, makes them unhappy. Who are they? A minority coming to tell the people of Nigeria how they should unite. Unite on their gunpoints, unite with their daggers, because they have their daggers on our throats. It's going to be a fight to finish. And this is why the whole of Nigeria must rise up now, like never before. Because we went to sleep. We went to sleep. The people of Nigeria went to sleep. When they go to the National Assembly, they dominate it because there are no House of representatives, no voice of moderation. They come with daggers, they come with AK-47. They recruit their militias, deploy their militias over our forests and allies across Nigeria. In the 21st century, who is still rearing cattle on the streets? Where on earth is cattle being reared on the highways? Their cattle will come, go into private property, go into private farms, destroy them. And when the farm owners raise their fingers, they get a bullet, AK-47. They weighed AK-47, illegally acquired firearms. But by Nigerian statute book, it is illegal to own firearms. These people clutch AK-47. They carry rocket-propelled grenades. They have their army. That is why they overrun villages, seize the villages, kill off the people, and those who are able to escape end up in IDP camps in their country. And every land that they have taken, they never give them back. So I'm calling on Nigerians today. We will go back to our lands. All those in the IDP camps, we return to their ancestral land because it's their lands. They are their lands. This occupation force will not seize Nigeria. So if you are joining me for the very first time, I welcome you. I was tired earlier, but I am gingered now to make this broadcast. It is a lifetime broadcast. Nigeria is about to end. That is why we must do whatever we can to stop this carnage. Let me thank the United States under the leadership of Donald Trump for taking that bold step to declare Nigeria a country of particular concern. It is indeed, they are not wrong in this one. Yes, people cried when the president made that statement. They cried about sovereignty. But I asked them, where is the sovereignty of Nigeria? We have never had any. We have never had any sovereignty. We have never had any territorial integrity. We have never enjoyed the benefit of our abundant mineral and natural resources. It has always been in in the hands of these minority Fulani elites. They did whatever they wanted with our mineral resources. Yes. So why are they crying about America coming to take Nigeria's mineral resources? I would think that it is better for America to take it and we live in peace than for them to continue to hold on to it. And they are killing our people, seizing our land, raping our women. Yes, and we cannot open our mouths to talk. No. So, special thanks. Special thanks to Donald Trump. Special thanks to Riley Moore. Special thanks to my friend Mike Arnold. You know, I am happy to have connected with Mike. Yes, we have spoken twice since the past few days. And in no distant time, he's going to be appearing on my show here. So he tells the world what he saw on his trip to Nigeria. I will only be confirming. Being one, a victim of Nigeria, I have a testimony. I'm one of those testifying about what I experienced. Yes, in the north of Nigeria, in my country, first in 1988, I applied for a job. Yes, with the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation. They had an opening in Hotoro, Kano, where I lived. I applied for the position of an industrial nurse. They invited me for an interview. I went for the interview. After the written test, I came tops. And then we went to the oral interview. That was when the trouble started. They told me, yes, you were the best in all, but we cannot give you this job. Then I asked why. They told me because I was from the damn Bendel State. And Bendel State was the oil producing hub where the oil that we are talking about came from. But they told me I could not get the job. Yes, from a product that came from my hometown, my backyard. They told me, well, if you were from Kano State, if you are from other states, we will give you the job. But right now, your state's quota is filled. I was wondering, what is the meaning of quota? I asked them, what is the meaning of quota? They said that they allocate every state certain number of employments or position or slots, they call it in Nigeria. And that my state quota is filled. So I couldn't get the job. And you know what? Who do they want? They wanted someone from Kano State. In the whole of the people who came for the interview, there was no single person from Kano State. There was none. So, and the reason there was none was that there was no qualified person from Kano State. Maybe the person who would be qualified for that job was not born. So they were going to wait for that child to be born, sent to elementary school, and then sent to high school before he would go to nursing school and then specialize in industrial nursing. How long would that take? And that was a near impossibility because the person they are going to get was going to be a Fulani from Kano State that was nowhere to be found. Because if you don't understand what is taking place, you will think that the Hausas are having a good time or have been having a good time in Nigeria. No, they shut them out. They shut them out of education. They shut them out to every access to opportunity. Their only job is menial in their country. So I said, really? So I can't get this job? Even though I was the best, they told me, sorry, no. And then somebody pulled me out aside and said, you know what? Your middle name is Mado. All you needed to do, all you need to do is add AH before M so that it becomes Amado. And then you can convert to Islam. And then the job will be yours. I said, really? Me convert to Islam in my country before I can get a job? And I said, no, I'm not. Let them keep the job. So I walked away. That was number one. In my country, Nigeria, where I was born, 63 years ago. Yes, it wasn't like I was a dunce. I came prepared, more than qualified to do the job, to serve my country. I was denied the job. So I left, but I refused to convert to Islam. A lot of people do that in order to get by. But self-pride will not allow me to do that. And if I converted to Islam because of a job, I would be perhaps a terrorist. I would be a very bad Muslim because it wasn't coming from my heart. I was not convinced to become a Muslim. You have to persuade me. You have to give me a reason to choose to become a Muslim. But it was a weapon that was used to try to force me to become a Muslim. So I turned it down. I can't be. So I left. As luck will have it, I found another job at the National Orthopedic Hospital. That job was because I got that job because a lot of intelligence was required to do the job. You don't see them. You don't see typical Fulanis where intelligence is needed to do the work. They don't work in a place where they work hard because they are lazy. So I worked at the National Orthopedic Hospital until 1992 when I hurriedly left the place. After the 1991 Kano riot, you want to hear what happened? What happened was a preacher, a German preacher called Reinhard Bonke, he's dead now. He came to Kano to preach the gospel of Jesus Christ. I wasn't going to church. I wasn't at the crusade. I was at work at the National Orthopedic Hospital. I closed from work and was going home. I stopped a taxi and the taxi picked me up. We drove to the city of Kano that we call Brini Kano. Then, behold, was a multitude, huge, huge multitude, armed with machetes, guns, axes, and different types of very dangerous weapons. And the guy, the driver told me, Kasauka, Kasauka, Bezenje Gaba. He said, come down. I am not going front. Look at what is in front. And I already started hearing that they were killing people. I didn't know that I was going to be caught in that web of killers. So when I started asking him questions, he got angry. He said, Malan Kasoka. Then he stopped, came to where I was sitting, opened the door, and ordered me out of his vehicle. I came out and I looked at this crowd. They were charging. That was all I knew. I said my last prayer. I said, well, if this is going to be it, let it be. God, accept my soul. And that was all that I knew. I didn't know any other thing. That was all. If I told you that I knew how I escaped from that place, I'll be lying. I don't know. Even to this minute, I have been trying to find out. This thing happened twice to me. I was like in a trance. Then the next place I found myself was the campus of the Bayero University Kano, BUK. Inside that campus, the campus was desolate. All the students had left. They ran away. And I spent about 30 minutes there. So I started feeling uncomfortable. I don't know if they will find me here and then finish me off. So I left the university campus and then I saw a rail line beside a wall, the old city wall, a Kano city wall that's about 1,000 years old. So I started following the rail track. Yes. Then, as I was going, I was seeing dead bodies, burnt vehicles, and all that. Then I recognized somewhere that I knew could lead me home. So I changed course. Getting near where I lived, I saw them again. Some children they call almajiris, very dangerous. They are little, but they know how to communicate with the big killers. So they challenged me. So I was able to fight myself away, fight myself through them. Then got into where I live. I knew that the night was going to be horrible. They were going to go from house to house. That is typical of them, to be killing people that they assume were Christians, people they assume that were not Muslims, people they assume that were Igbos. Yes. So I started thinking, how am I going to spend the night here? How am I going to spend the night here? Then there was a neighbor. His name was Aminu. Aminu is a Fulani guy, but he had lived in Lagos. So you expected him to be a bit civilized, having been in Lagos where everybody comes from somewhere, nobody bothers anybody. Prior to that, we had a very cordial relationship. So I went to Aminu and asked Aminu, say, Aminu, you see what's taking place? I don't think I'm going to be safe here tonight. Would you mind if I stayed with you tonight so that in the morning I could leave and go look for somewhere safe to stay? Aminu told me no, you cannot stay with me. If you stay with me and they come, I am going to hand you over to them. That was what Aminu told me. And really, I am very thankful to Aminu. Thankful to God that he told me up front. He didn't pretend. If he had pretended, I won't be here talking to you. If he had pretended, I won't be here. So I don't hold any grudges against him. I am very thankful to Aminu. I wish I could see him again. I wish I could remember him again. Or, if we had a contact at the time, there was no telephone system like we have right now. I wish I can see Aminu. Maybe perhaps when people share this message, it may fly into Aminu's ears, enough for him to recollect that there was somebody like this who had approached him for help and he declined the help. That was how Aminu saved my life. I didn't bother, I didn't argue with him, I didn't push him. So I had to design a survival method. There was on the fence, the compound where I lived was walled round, and then the protection was broken bottles. So I took my machete, cleared the broken bottles, yes, enough to put some blankets on top. I laid some blanket on top of that. And then when night came, I went there and lay down. And truly, they came. They knew somebody was living there. They came. There was somebody who was not like them who lived there. But when they came, they did not see me. I was seeing them vandalizing my apartment. But there was no smart. They did all they did, stole what they stole, they left. In the morning, I had to leave that place. The first attempt I made to come out, I saw them again. Those little boys challenged me, so I had to beat a retreat. Went back inside the compound. After about 2 hours, I came out again because I was desperate to leave that place. I came out again. Then I saw this young man. I think he's from Plateau State, then Benue Plateau. So we became friends instantly. And then he started telling me how his own ordeal, where he lived. Then we started sharing. We started trekking. We started trekking. We were almost there to where we'll be safe. When all of a sudden they grabbed this guy and they slaughtered him right where I was. Right where I was. They killed him and they came for me. They tried to stab me in the chest. So I took it this. Oh, I'm sorry, I have this on, but I have a mark right here and a lifetime scar from a stab wound. Then I was strong. We fought with the dagger. I took the dagger from the guy, and that was all I knew. That was all. That was all I knew. What I did with that guy, I did anything to him or whatever, I don't know. Yes. And you look the other way on the side, the police were there. Police, mostly Hausa speaking Fulani police. They were celebrating. They did nothing to protect me. They did nothing to stop them. They did nothing. I was lucky they didn't even shoot me. So I was able to escape from there. Then the next place where I was a gas station that they call owned by one man, very popular uh, man, Cabo. He had airlines, had everything. There was this big gas station. I found myself there. Missiles were flying from all angles. Now, the other people, the Igbos who were defending the rest of Nigerians living in Kano, they had their own weapons. They were firing. Bullets were passing through my ears. Then these people or the other ones were shooting crazy. It was crazy. So I calculated and made a move. And then went towards where they call no man's land. That was when a woman just held me. He said, "You are bleeding, you are bleeding, you are bleeding so profusely." My whole clothes. He said, I am just to help. I'm to help you. I'm not, you are bleeding so badly. So I looked everywhere. My clothes everywhere was drenched with blood. So she took me to her house. We stopped the bleeding. She took me, he said, "Calm down. My brother is in the army. He's going to come get us." I love that. So I said, "Okay." She gave me a plate of rice. My hands were vibrating. The plate fell off my hand and shattered. And I kept on thinking, am I safe here? Am I safe here? And then I went downstairs to survey. Behind her house was like a stream. So I went upstairs, stayed a little bit, and then asked her to give me nylon paper because I had my international passport with me. So what she gave me, I wrapped my international passport very well and put it in my pocket. And I went downstairs again. And then I went into that stream and started swimming. Where I came out was the Air Force Base. Come and see thousands of Nigerians with different sad stories about what these people did. They have been killing. They have been killing. They can't stop. That is their stock in trade. People talked about how pregnant women were slaughtered and their abdomen cut off. They killed their fetuses, then give people option to die through being stabbed, being burned, or jumping into the well and they will lock the well. Very savage, wicked people. Yes. That was where I was for 2 days. Now, you bet the soldiers were making business out of this whole thing. If you wanted to go to your place, they will escort you for money. Their wives were selling food items 10 times the normal price. Yes, Nigerians, how we hurt ourselves. So that was where I was until things simmered down a little bit. And then I went back home. Home was no longer home, so I had to leave. Made arrangement to leave. I had to live with a friend close to my job for the period of time I was in Kano until I left. It was horrible. You know, that woman who saved me, I went to that house like over 20 times to find out to locate the place. I never found that place anymore. Never. I did all I could, all the period I was in Kano to find out where that house was. I didn't see that house anymore. I don't know if it was a spirit or truly a human being, but I tried to say thank you, but I never saw that woman, never saw that house. This is the situation of Nigeria. It has been like that. They can't stop. They love blood. And it's Fulani elites who caused all this. They are the ones, they are in minority in Nigeria. They seized the country. They are holding the country by its jugular. And the sad thing, our people from other parts of Nigeria tolerate this, they have been tolerating this thing for three, going to four generations. So I think this is the time to stop this nonsense. The people of Nigeria are so scared of these Fulanis. How, why less than 5% of our country's population keep us on a frog jump? It's not something we can, it's not, most difficult to comprehend and not really understand. Their leaders are so savage, so disrespectful, so wicked, so inhumane. Yes. 10 out of Nigeria's political leaders, 10 out of Nigeria's 13 heads of states are either directly they or people who have something to do with them, because you have to be Fulani to be able to lead Nigeria. That is what yeah, or you have um, to succumb to their whims and caprices. A minority in Nigeria, a minority, tiny minority in Nigeria. How did they do it? Yes, that is something some people should research into. How did they hold a whole country hostage? A country of 250 million people. They have accomplices. They have accomplices with which they do, with whom they do this. So Nigerians today, as much as I love the unity of Nigeria, as much as I love the oneness of Nigeria, I am so sad to tell you for the very first time, I am not a tribalistic person. And everybody knows me for that. I've been at the forefront of driving for open Nigeria. But when moderates become radicalized, it becomes dangerous for a country. I've never spoken the way I am speaking now. I've never spoken this way. I've been always very conciliatory with my speeches. But these people are so obnoxious. They hate justice, but they want peace. They give others help that they cannot take. They are talking about unity on gunpoint. It's the first time. I've never, since I came to the United States, I have never heard any American say that the unity of America is non-negotiable. I've never heard it. It's only in Nigeria you hear that the unity of Nigeria is non-negotiable. Says who? The unity of Nigeria is very negotiable. And that is why we must have a constitution that will address everything. That was the reason we should have a constitution that will not put power in the hands of a minority. They don't like to hear this, but somebody has to say it. This is not time to play politics. Lives are being wasted every day. These people kill with audacity and nobody prosecutes them. They are above the law. Yes, and the majority is silent and are actually scared of coming out. But today, I tell you, Nigerians, it's time you stop hiding. It's time you stop whining. It's time you stop complaining. It's time you rose up, fight back, fight back like never before. They don't. They are lazy. They only come to fight when people are asleep. That tells you, underscores their laziness. They don't come when people are wide awake. They are lazy fighters. They kill babies and children. They rape women. Yes, they kidnap the weak and the elderly for ransom with which they buy more arms. Yeah, these are the people whose elites have robbed the country blind. Yes, you want us to call their names? We will. Hadi Sirika stole so much as aviation minister of Nigeria. The last he did was paint an Ethiopian airliner, put a Nigerian logo on it. On the last day of Buhari's administration, they flew that plane to Nigeria and pumped champagne that Nigerian Airways is back to life. Nigerians celebrated stupidly. And it wasn't but a few days when the truth emerged. The fake EFCC arrested him. But where is he? He's walking the streets and enjoying his loot. Yes, that was Hadi Sirika. Idris stole 81 billion as accountant general of Nigeria. 81 billion naira. To appear in court, he went and bought some orthopedic gadgets that makes it look like he broke his neck. Yes. And today, after that, he went and took a chieftaincy title from the Fulani Emir in a majority Kano, in a majority Hausa Kano. He took a chieftaincy title. Yes, that was Idris. Lawan Farouk stole the country blind. Yes, nothing happened to him. The EFCC danced around him, and that's it. Yes, Buhari's nephew, Santin Tunde, he stole billions of naira from the coffers of Nigeria. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Yes, you want some more? Abubakar Malami, Abubakar Malami, the immediate past Attorney General and Minister of Justice, stole several billions and old properties around the world. He was arrested and he started crying. But just a few days, he was released. And I can tell you, people, that's the end of that case. We are not going to hear anything about that case anymore. Yes, that's the Fulanis and the undue privileges. Should we threaten the unity of Nigeria with people like that? Yes, and we think they want unity. Yes, Saad Abubakar, a mastermind of terrorism, Satan of Sokoto. Yes, I am happy how Mike Arnold is following him. Yes, yes. He is not a traditional ruler, but somehow the fake traditional rulers, all dumb asses in Nigeria, accepted him as the chairman of the Nigerian Traditional Rulers Council. Now they want to upscale it. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the drug dealer holding Nigeria hostage, with them, sent a bill through one Senator Bako to the National Assembly to make Saad Abubakar, yes, unconstitutionally, in a democracy, the permanent co-chairman of the Nigerian Traditional Rulers Council. Yes, I bet to thank him for the role he played in bringing him inordinately to power in 2023, and again anticipating the same support in 2027. 2027 is dead in Nigeria. We will not see 2027 politically. Right? Yes. That's what they are. They know. Bola Ahmed Tinubu knows that Saad Abubakar is one of the masterminds of terrorism in Nigeria. Yes. You want some more? Erufai, former governor of Kaduna State, two-term governor, 8 years. He brought the militias. For the 8 years he was governor, they reigned with terror in Kaduna State, killing thousands of people. He was one of those who brought them, recruited the Fulani mercenaries and militias from across West Africa to come and invade Nigeria because of Muhammadu Buhari. They all, Saad went to address them. They are the ones destroying Nigeria. Today, now he's speaking like a Nigerian, and he wants Nigerians to take him seriously. He revealed to the people of Nigeria how they brought Bola Ahmed Tinubu to power. It was an Islamic agenda. Yes, yes. Soon after they fell apart. All right, all of them. Atiku Abubakar, is he a good man? He's a member of Mieti Allah, the Fulani umbrella terrorist organization that the United States is trying to outlaw here. None of them is good. None of them is good. So you Nigerians, this is you that I'm talking to right now. They say they want unity of Nigeria. Unity of Nigeria by force. They cannot unite me by force against my wish. Yes. They cannot unite me against my force, against my belief. All right? All right. Okay. Hey, Tesca, you are saying, what do you say? Well, those flags are flags, and they are all very important to me. All right, so those are my flags. I put them however I want to put them. All right, thanks. And Modi Bones. It is ridiculous that Africa currently has more slaves than the highest point in the world history. It is time to free yourselves and take back your homes. Absolutely. You are not wrong on that. And that is exactly what we are working. Yes, these beasts of no nation, yes, work with the Arabs to create confusion in our country. They are the ones shooting up our country. They blame Israel for what they are doing in Gaza. Yes, but they are doing worse than what Israel is doing in Gaza inside Nigeria. They are damn hypocrites. Damn hypocrites. All right. Moses Rumi, man, you said you should remove the Nigerian flag. You should only be grateful to USA for providing you with security and other life over there. Where Nigeria is my country, that's where I was born. My job is to do what I can to make it better. We appreciate the United States for what they have done. Seriously, we do appreciate. What we need more action, but a lot of action has to be taken by the people of Nigeria. And this is the reason I am making this broadcast to wake my brothers and sisters in Nigeria and around the world to their responsibility because we have been quiet for too long. Some of us go to pray and pray and pray without action. Any prayer without action does not go anywhere. We must act. 250 million Nigerians being hounded by less than 1 million people is a disgrace. It's a thing of the worst disgrace any people can bring upon themselves. So we are Nigerians. We make all this noise around the world, but we cannot save our country. We have to wait for another country to come, a country that has its own internal problems. Come. How much and how long are they willing to sustain that? And then what about the cost? Yes. So this is why we must do. So we continue to inspire America to do more. But if they continue to do for us and we are not willing to do our own part, they're going to get tired. They're going to get tired. So Nigerians inside Nigeria, Stop this bullshit about 2027 because it's not going to happen. There ain't no pathway to 2027. There will be an Armageddon in Nigeria unless you wake up to take charge of your country. Be responsible citizens of Nigeria. Stop all this hiding. Stop making all the noise. You waste a lot of time on the social media doing nothing instead of going to organize. Look at this idiot beast of no nation in turbans and clowns like in Halloween uniforms are the ones directing you. We should be ashamed of ourselves. I am so ashamed of myself, but I'm doing my part. Now I'm doing my part. Do day and night, 247. I am working hard to inspire a people who don't want to wake up. It's time to wake up. Are you waiting? You hear all the killings everywhere. Maybe you are waiting for it to get to you. No. Attack is the best form of defense. Yes, you have to be proactive. You don't have an armed forces in Nigeria that is sensitive enough. You don't have the police that is able to do anything. The structure of the Nigerian police makes it even most difficult, for any action to be taken by the police of Nigeria. So the job is ours. So this unity they are talking about is not our unity. It is the unity for their economics. Saad Abubakar, a thief, yes, owns oil blocks in my Niger Delta, but I cannot own gold blocks in Zafara. Yes, I cannot own anything in the north of Nigeria where they claim that they own. Now I call on the Hausa people. You are seeing it. You are seeing it now. I am happy with the responses that are coming out of this nonsense, this mishap. I wish they did not go there to go and disgrace themselves. Here comes Jubril Ismail, my brother. Ismail Duncan, they say Fulani leaders made that decision, not the North. Good. Everybody in the South want to go the separate way. If cow meat hungry me to chop, I will buy in the market. My brother Daniel Johnson, let me tell you, the cow meat you are buying in the market is their meat. So I believe you should rephrase your statement that we should stop eating meat. Why do you have to eat meat? That's one knockout we give to them. Stop eating Fulani cow meat. They are the only one who's selling cow meat, right? Then we will hit the economy by boycotting cow meat. Maybe that will bring sanity to their brain. So Nigerians, I've told you before, it's a war that you have to fight with everything available to you. So you can't be buying cow meat from somebody who is killing you with AK-47. Stop eating his meat. Then he will get the message. All right, more responses. Nigeria must divide. If not, insecurity must end. Trump should put pressure on this our northern leader. They can't complain when bandits are attacking the people, but they can complain on separation. Yes, because they are thieves, they are parasites, they are robbers, they are exploiters, they are threatened now. When the people say we don't want to be in Nigeria with them anymore, they less, they become restless. Yes, so that is a good weapon. All right. So anything that sustain their lives, take it out, and they will understand that they don't own Nigeria. The impression that they have always had is that they are the owners of Nigeria. I don't know where they got that from, but they recycle it from generation to generation. But today, I'm telling them that their grip over Nigeria is broken. And Saad Abubakar is going to be the last sultan in Nigeria. Not because I care about him, not because he rules over me. He cannot, don't bow down before him. He has no authority over me. Yes, but his authority over the Hausa people, his authority over Muslims in Nigeria is hereby broken. Any Muslim in Nigeria who listens to that bastard, then you are a bastard. Big bastard. He's a hypocrite. So much blood in his hands. Yes. All right. Living together. Okay, Mustafa Kamarawa. Living together, not be by force. Actually, you don't have to be in a marriage that you don't want to be in. So why is this unity of Nigeria supposed to be by force? They are crazy. They are damn crazy. Lord Gideon Costa added, for the sake of Christians in the north, the traditionalists, the atheists, and the Mohammedans, those with a heart of goodwill and genuine conscience, and want Nigeria to remain one nation under God. While our brothers and sisters in the north, not look to the south to be their voice. Many cannot speak, so we must speak for them. If we walk away now, we have betrayed them. We have failed them. If we leave, all hell will be let loose. Gideon, I don't agree with you. For real. I don't agree with you. You don't have to be in a country where one group of animals will be taking up their machetes, taking up guns every time to wipe out our people. They are killers. They are exploiters. They are land grabbers. What is their problem? They are not even from Nigeria. We accommodated them. So they should not be the one chasing us. We should be the one uniting together to send them packing if they cannot conform. Yes, if they cannot respect us. The land is ours, not theirs. Their ancestors came from somewhere. We are not Arabs. So we are not going to live by Arabic standard. That is what they want to force on us. So, Gideon, you need to rephrase your statement. If you people in Plateau and other parts of Nigeria don't want to be with them, you can shift and be with those who tolerate you. But we are not going to tolerate any beast anymore. We have been quiet for far too long. It's time we took our country. It's time we rise up and do what we need to do so that our children of tomorrow we have a country that they'll call theirs and they will be proud of us that we stood up for them years and generations before they were born. Yeah, more reaction. If Nigeria break up, we bring peace. Let it be. Let it be. That's what somebody is saying right here. If division is what will bring more peace, security, and prosperity to various regions, then let us have it. You see, a lot of Nigerians are tired. A lot of Nigerians are tired. Yes, Idris Isiaku Gora, he called them nonsense people. They are really nonsense. How can a group of stupid, a few gypsies, Fulani gypsies come together and say they are representing the interest of the North? They are stupid. And this is why the people in the other parts of that North, I don't even know how they made that place North, like Plateau, Kwara. Kwara, is it not? It's not North. Yes. Now, the people there keep quiet. Why these idiots, go and be reeling out stupid statements every time? Why are they silent? Are they afraid of them? Okay, if old Yugoslavia can split, Nigeria too want to be exception. A country with different fundamental principles can't coexist. Well, if Trump did not break up Nigeria, that means that he's not serious in tackling Christian genocide in Nigeria. Well, I don't believe breakup really will solve anything. But where people become obnoxious, you don't have to be around them. It's either you chase them out or you get them out or they get out by themselves. So that's exactly what it is. We don't have to be dealing with this bloodletting created by the same people for one generation to generation. We are tired. We are tired. All right. Divide Nigeria to save life. On Biafra, we stand. There's another one. Evan Sobel Ikechukwu. All right. More kind of unity. What kind of unity is this? When you guys killing people across the length and breadth of the country, I don't understand that type of unity. They are stupid. They are not the people who don't want justice. They want peace, but they don't know that the pathway to peace is justice. These Fulani elders are funny, very very funny people. How they are wired, the way they think, I don't understand. Like they think like some cavemen. Yes, we are in the 21st century for goodness sake. Common sense, they don't use it. Common sense, they don't use it. Use your damn common sense. Yes. Who is that clown called Saad to think that he will sit down one stupid armchair and be telling us what to do? Who the fuck is he? Yes. So that's where we are. Hello. You like it or not, it has to be divided. Oh my goodness. All right. See, anger in Nigeria is really brewing. Let them speak for themselves. For me, it is a welcome development. Um, Don Ken Sanctity, that is your opinion. Others support it, so there will be peace, and you lead your people. All right, Jonathan Job Mariga, you got it absolutely correct. Rabiu Ibrahim, when distribution of patronages come to play, Fulani hegemony is the north. But when sacrifice is needed, the entire north is monolithic. Here comes young people battering these bastards who think that they know. We are in the 21st century. Thinking has become sophisticated. You cannot use the same crude implement you used to hold people down in the past to do the same thing in this generation. The people are going to resist you, they are going to reject you. The Fulanis are being rejected round and round everywhere. I don't understand why they cannot hold a conference among themselves to fashion a way out to be able to coexist with people. They can't. They are so intolerant. They are so arrogant. They are so savage. They are so inhuman. They are so wicked. They are so discriminatory. They are so nepotistic. Yes, that's who they are. So if they cannot be with people, they have no business being around them. So this is what the people of Nigeria is telling them. Yes, he said when this distribution of patronages come to play, Fulani hegemony is the north. But when sacrifice is needed, the entire north is monolithic. Yes, that's what they do. They don't talk about Christian and Muslim anymore when they want to use the north. Yes. So, brothers and sisters, those who are joining us for the very first time, we welcome you. I'm so sorry that we just went right into the message. We welcome you and we thank you for being part of this conversation. We love you and hope that you subscribe to our channel and share our message. Give us some likes, if you like what we are doing. We need that. YouTube needs that to help us, to help bring our message to more people, and then help us expand our mission. So it is the only few things that we need for you to do. And then for those who can, you can join our membership too. There are perks associated with being members of the ONN channel. And send us gift because we use all those to support causes in Nigeria and across Africa, and do the few that things that we do to expand our mission and improve on our performance. So we need your help in those directions. So give us some likes, give us some thanks, send us super thanks, send us a gift, and we will sincerely appreciate it. Abayomi Oriyomi, jihad is considered a part of Sharia, which is the Islamic-led legal framework derived from the Quran and the teaching of Prophet Muhammad. It is associated with defending the Islamic faith, particularly against those who do not believe in Allah. There is no way you will practice Sharia without infringing on other people's fundamental rights and freedom. Nigeria is a secular state, and implementing Sharia law conflicts with the principles of secularism. Therefore, Sharia should be abolished to promote peaceful coexistence and unity if Nigerians wish to remain one country. Many of the verses listed below are related to the concept of jihad as it appears in the Quran. Jihad is also mentioned in Sharia law. In Islamic tradition, jihad broadly refers to the struggle in or effort in the way of Allah. Here are some of the translations of the Quran and the Hadith. Where we are not going to be reading into that. Nigeria is a secular African state. I will prefer to be ruled by an African set of laws and not anything that has to do with Arabic or English law. We are Africans and we are not Europeans and we are not Arabs. So give us African laws, then we would live by that. But you bring Arabic law, it's not going to work. We are going to resist it. And that is why the jihad of Usman Dan Fodio cannot continue beyond this minute. It's a dead on arrival and it will not sprout in Nigeria again. Nigeria will be Nigeria for the Nigerian people. But those who don't want Nigeria to be in an African country, you are free to migrate, go to Yemen, go to Saudi Arabia, go to Oman and live and enjoy your Sharia, but not in Nigeria. We will not allow you chop off innocent children's hands. We are not going to allow you to continue to violate young girls and tear them apart and give them a vesico vagina fistula. Very wicked tradition. So we are not going to allow that. We will pass laws that will protect our children and women. That is what Nigeria is supposed to be about. And that is what it's going to be. I will be the last person to advocate for the dissolution of Nigeria. But doing so, I'm not going to violate anybody's right by forcing them to be Nigerian. Yes, you can't force me against what I don't want. We have to negotiate through a constitutional framework how the Nigerian going forward will be run, not as an Arabic country. It's not going to work. So if that is what you guys have in mind, forget it. It's not going to work. Then people like me will give voice to the dissolution of the country because I cannot live under an Arab law. Never. I will violate every part of it. So be ready and for a fight if you do not want to respect the people of Nigeria. Because what the problem you guys have had always has been their disrespect for the people of Nigeria, the disrespect for the constitution of Nigeria, the disrespect for the rights of other Nigerians. You are lawless. You don't obey any law. You think you are above the law. Who the hell are you? So we are telling you now that you are meeting a new generation of Nigerians. Nigerians who have been so afraid. Now, when you hear this message, you got to wake up. You got to add muscles. You got to be ready. You got to be ready. Yes, we got to be, whatever, if it is going to be a fight, we got to have to fight for the soul of Nigeria against a small minority. Yes. And these people created problem in the Central African Republic. Yes, the same thing they are doing here, they did it in Central African Republic. And the people, until the people there woke up and said, no, you know what? We own this land and we must take our land. They took their land and drove them away. So if they don't want to follow our rules, we will have to drive them away. Then 250 million of us lazy down, we are bastards if we cannot do that. If we cannot wake up and do what we must do. Let the world cry. The world has been hearing them, seeing what they have been doing to Nigeria. Yes, they have been killing us. One of them told me we are the Tutsis of Nigeria. So we are going to tell them that they are not. That we are the Nigerian people from Africa. All right, that's how arrogant they get when they get really wild. So it's time. I love as the northern youth have made up their mind to support the division without stretch, while the elderly ones who are benefiting from it, which it never ends anytime soon. Yeah, that's what Nigerians are saying. Young people are saying this. Abdulaziz, if I may ask you, are you a Muslim Kuwa? Most of you, or most of your submissions sound mischievous and suspecting you, Geskia. What is Mahmoud Zakaria? I don't understand why you are saying that. Fulani hegemony is synonymously acceptable to northern interest. Yeah, they can do whatever they want to do to those who tolerate them. But I am happy the Hausa people are rebelling. They don't want to be under them anymore. The Hausa people have seen the light and they are standing up for their rights. Yeah, it's an interesting time that we are having in Nigeria. Very, very interesting time. Very, very interesting time. Prince Ezenwa writes, you guys don't want Igbos. Please allow them go. As simple as ABC. Point of correction, Fulani leaders. Okay, Johnson Christopher, a country that operates two different laws is divided already. Okay, stop lying. Okay, good. Um, Ikio Raphael, but you never condemn any killing in Nigeria. Yeah, these idiots, they don't condemn any killing in Nigeria. They have been killing everybody. You see, that damn Satan of Sokoto, he keep quiet because he's part of it. He was one of those who brought this drug dealer holding Nigeria. That's what they call Bola Tinubu. drug dealer, certificate forger, identity thief, paired with a terrorist in one country. Donald Trump, we are waiting for another round of bombing. I know it's being worked on. For real. We need it. Because the first one set them up. It looks like they are forgetting already because they don't learn any lesson. Yes. We need some more bombings. More of it. And this time targeting the masterminds of terrorism. Because those people actually in the bush are their victims. How can a generation, how can elite of a tribe send their people, send their young ones to the bush when they have their own children in Saudi Arabia? They have them in America. They have them in the UK. They have them in United Arab Emirates. So young Fulanis, let me speak to you. Young Fulanis, really, what goes through your mind? Do you look at El Rufai? His children are not in Nigeria. Do you look at Saad Abubakar, that Satan? Where are his children? I've never seen his children, any of his children on the street. I've never even seen them in the media. Atiku Abubakar, where are his children? Atiku actually lives in Dubai. He only comes to Nigeria, strolls into contest election. All right? So you are there fighting for them, right? You are foolish. So those guns, turn it on them who gave them to you. What is his name? The one of Mieti Allah. Yes. What is his name? I've forgotten his name because he's an idiot. The one who recruited 4,000 Fulanis and trained and armed them in Nasarawa State. Yes. Under the watch of Governor Sule, another idiotic Fulani governor. Yes. And they will claim that they don't know. Do you hear them say anything? You never hear them. The Fulanis, what I know about them, they don't come out to criticize Fulani men and women who are doing wrong things. And they will do bad things and claim that they are not us. Yes, they protect their race. Yes, but now we know who they are. So we're going to be continuously calling them out. They don't see anything wrong with the evil that the Fulanis do. Yes, the only man who is speaking is El Buba. Maybe because he's a Christian, but he's Fulani. He speaks up. He calls them out. Yes. The rest of them, you don't see them. Buhari was there for 8 years. He did not fight the bandits. He didn't fight the terrorists. He was protecting them. Every time the army wants to move, he tells them don't. Bello Matawale, look at what he did the other day. Why is he still Minister of Defense? Yes. Soldiers were to protect children. He withdrew them. And the kidnappers came later and kidnapped those children. Very mischievous people. Very, very mischievous. So their unity of Nigeria is stupid because it does not have the justice content on it. So we are not going to work with that. We will work with the unity of Nigeria that has justice as a precursor for peace. Yes, justice where everybody will have free, fair, equal, unlimited, and unconditional access to opportunities to grow and develop and progress and prosper according to their abilities and levels of competency in a non-threatening environment, not the type that they have. They go to Niger Delta, take an oil field, oil block, and then make all the money. The people there live under poverty line. They live and eat and drink radioactive particles. No, we don't want that Nigeria again. I want to see a Nigeria where I can own gold blocks in Zamfara as a Nigerian, where we have a company built around that gold deposit that they claim is much more than what is in South Africa. So South Africa is prospering from its gold. Why is it that the Chinese companies are the ones mining them illegally and then buying guns and dangerous weapons to bandits who protect them while they are stealing from Nigeria, and then paying off these criminals led by Saad Abubakar, the Satan in Sokoto. Yes, the last Satan in Sokoto. He's a criminal, like all of them. Fulani elites are mostly criminals. They are responsible for wrecking Nigeria. They have been destroying Nigeria since independence. They don't love the country. They love the mineral resources there, but they hate the country and its people. So why should we continue to allow them access to power? No Fulani should be voted for the president of Nigeria anymore. Looking at their trajectory and the bad behavior that they have meted on the people of Nigeria, they have no right to be president of Nigeria or hold any strategic position in Nigeria anymore because they are saboteurs. They don't love Nigeria. They don't care about Nigeria. Yes, Buhari, remember Buhari voted against Nigerian interest. Yes, yes. Nigeria was running for a seat, Secretary General of the Organization of African Unity. Nigeria had a candidate. Buhari was head of state. On the day of casting the vote, he voted for the one, a Fulani from Niger. That is how they are. Very nepotistic people. He voted against the interest of the country. Yes, if he was in America, that would have been the end of his presidency. A Buhari who called a session of the country a dot in a circle with no exit. And he went further to say that all those people have businesses, which means the Igbos. So he highlighted them for attack. Very, very wicked people. So the people of Nigeria, it is up to you now. It's not like you don't know anymore. You have seen the light. If you continue to fear and remain in the dark while these criminals rage and destroy your country, you won't say that because you are not told anymore. You will be saying that because you are a weakling and a stupid Nigerian who has no regard for his or her stake in Nigeria, who has no regard for his or her children and their future in Nigeria. This is what this whole thing is about now. Everybody needs to stand up, defend everywhere you are against these marauders. Yes, they are marauders. They are not Nigerians. We accommodated them, but they want to take over our country. This is our country, and this is what we must do. Rise up, rise up, rise up. Stand up, Nigerians. Bye for now. And I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Much love to all those who took their time to be part of this broadcast. Please do share this message and give us some likes. Give us some likes. Share this message, comment. Let us continue the conversation after this stream is over. We look forward always to seeing you. Bye for now, and I love you.